Hey guys, welcome back, or hello if you're new, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review and first impression on a brand new concealer that just launched, which I am super excited about. You guys, it is a $5 concealer, so I'm super pumped. It is the brand new ELF Cosmetics 16-Hour Wear Camo Concealer. You guys probably have seen this all over already. I know I might be a little bit late, but I still wanted to go ahead and do this video for you guys. It actually did just come in the mail from ELF. And I have 13 shades, I believe, out of the 18, but I still wanted to go ahead and share with you guys. I was actually about to pick it up myself because I was super excited about it. So if you guys want to see a full review on this baby right here, let's go ahead and hop right on it. All right, so this is the packaging on the concealer. I'm gonna give you guys a little rundown on the concealer before we start, and I do have my foundation, lashes, a little bit of lip balm and brows on, so I look a little weird right now. I'm just gonna look and see. I have not even opened these up yet at all. Which one would be the best for me? We're gonna open up a few out of the range that I feel like I'd be. So like I said, this concealer is $5 and it is at the drugstore, and I am super pumped about it because hello, $5. I'm gonna give you guys a little detail on it. So it is a full coverage 16-hour wear concealer featuring a large doe foot applicator to conceal, correct, contour, highlight for flawless skin. I'm gonna go ahead and open it up. I'm gonna open up light beige to see, I'm not sure, but I wanna see the applicator and everything on it. So this is the outer packaging once I take it out of the carton. Pretty nice size, I must say. The packaging is really sleek and it doesn't like look cheapy either. So this is the applicator. It does say online that it is a doe foot applicator, and I agree, that is a very large wand. And I've heard everybody say that this is a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. So we're gonna put it to the test. We're gonna see. Just by looking at it right off the bat, it kind of does remind me of the Tarte Shape Tape. It is pretty large right there, and I'm excited about that. My Tarte Shape Tape is my holy grail. I use it every single day, no matter what look I'm doing. So yeah, if it can be comparable to that and only be $5, like, hi. I do have creases just like everyone else, I feel. I have creases right under here, so as we get into it, you'll see it might settle, but that's very normal for me, so I'm not gonna put so much like underneath the direct. And the formula is intense pigmentation for a full coverage, won't settle into fine lines, well, we just went over that. And then oil balancing formula leaves behind a matte finish, which is awesome. That's great. So we're gonna go ahead and dive right on in. I do have a lot of different shades, so I'm not sure what I'm gonna be. We have medium beige, light sand, tan sand, light beige. And then I also have some of the darker ones that I could use for contouring, so we'll see once we apply this. We're just gonna swatch this one right now and see what this one looks like. This is light beige. I'm gonna swatch it on my hand, and again, my hands are a little bit different color than my body because I get freezing, and that just happens to me. I don't know if that's normal, but we're just gonna roll with that. That's what light beige looks like. I'm just gonna give it like a few seconds kind of to see if it oxidizes or not. And a little backstory on how I like to do my concealing. I don't always like to brighten. I actually don't do that hardly ever anymore. So I kind of like to have it just covering and concealing my dark circles. And so we're not gonna go for too much of a brightening kind of deal, but I guess you could totally do that because they have a nice shade range. I'm gonna swatch medium beige right next to that because in my Tarte Shape Tape, I am light medium, so I don't know if it will pull to orange. That's a little bit too dark for me. I feel like this one might be good, the light beige. So we're gonna go ahead and start with that one, and if anything, I can always mix in another one on top of it. Wow, I really do like that applicator. Okay, so I'm gonna start here. That's very light. I guess I'm gonna put a tiny bit of medium beige over top of that and see how that rolls. I mean, it does look okay, but it does look really light, and I don't like to do a bright under eye. I guess we'll do this one. This one kind of looks like it goes. I'm gonna just do a little bit here, bringing it upwards, a little bit on my chin, Cupid's nose, and over here. I mean, right off the bat, you get a lot of product. Like, that's very high coverage. You're covering a decent amount. It is oxidizing a little bit right now on me, this color, so it's looking a little darker. So I'm just gonna tap a little bit of this one in here just to get a little bit of a lightness again. Just gonna go in with a sponge and tap that in. They look nice together. My problem is that I don't know if I'd be one shade because the second shade that I placed down, the darker one, oxidized to be a little tiny bit like I don't want to say orangey-like, but definitely blending into my foundation. So mixing the two worked for me the best. Wow, I'm blown away by that coverage though. Okay, what? Wait, the coverage is very nice. Definitely is like Tarte Shape Tape. So full coverage. Girl. I feel like if I were to just use that lighter shade on its own, it would make me look gray under there, which obviously isn't a look that we want. We want it to look concealed and masking into our skin. Like it doesn't, we don't want a gray factor happening. It looks like my skin. It does have that mattifying effect, as you can see. Like it does dry matte instantly. I also had that color on here for quite a bit. Like it wasn't instantly where I started blending it out, so it didn't really set right away, which is amazing. It makes the under eyes actually look more airbrush-like, and I haven't even set it down yet. So I'm gonna pass on doing the contour with the concealer, just because I don't think these are going to go well with like the undertone and everything for contouring. So we're not gonna do that. This looks like a very high coverage concealer. There's no ounce of this being sheer. And I'm gonna look right now to see, maybe there's one in between. By looking on the chart on here, I feel like I would be medium sand, and I don't have that one, so maybe that's what my little issue was, is that I'm combining two colors to kind of make that undertone for myself. So I think I might be medium sand. What you do right now is take a brush, and now I actually learned this from Makeup Forever. What you do, kind of just roll right here, roll upwards, and the excess concealer will come off on the brush, and it just kind of helps that area out. So when you go in and set, it's not gonna create more lines. Because we honestly don't need as much concealer as we tend to put on, at least that's for myself. Like I know you can get carried away with it and you can just put on a big glob, but honestly you don't need a lot to cover up that area. What I'm gonna do right now is go in and set. I'm just gonna use my Laura Mercier translucent powder. Wow, actually that looks flawless. So once I actually put the powder on, it does change the color to be a tiny bit lighter in my opinion for me, and it looks flawless. It does look healthy in my opinion. It is matte, so if you are wanting more of a hydrating concealer, this is not the one for you. Just letting you know that now because it does dry down pretty matte. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the rest of my face. I will come back with a completed look and let you guys know my final thoughts on this concealer, but currently I'm loving it. All right, so I'm back now with my full makeup on. I just did a quick glam for you guys just to kind of wrap it all up. But as I was doing my makeup, like I fell in love with the way the under eyes look. I don't know what it's looking like on camera, but right now I love it. Absolutely adore it. I mean, it's totally comparable to the Tarte Shape Tape. So for everyone saying that it was and all the hype around that, I totally agree with what everyone's saying. Like, it does remind me of the Tarte Shape Tape. It is such full coverage. For it being only $5, it's crazy to think that. I don't see any creasing unusual happening, but as far as like how it looks and everything, I think it looks pretty flawless. Like I think it looks really airbrushed. It is a matte finish, so it's gonna have that airbrush look. I didn't add too much powder on top of it because I didn't want it to actually look cakey in the end, and I really love it. Played really nicely with a little bit of the bronzer, a little bit of the highlight. Looks really nice. Now I might not have used the exact right shade. You know, that's just trial and error still. Oh my God, I just got it all over my shirt. But yeah, for me swatching, like they do oxidize. So just be like mindful and careful of that. Now, as far as spot concealing, I probably would be able to use the medium beige one for spot concealing because it kind of matched the foundation, like kind of match the foundation, you know? So, I mean, even if I had to mix two shades, they're $5. So $10 for a concealer from the drugstore that's full coverage and acts like it's more of a higher end luxury one. I'll take it. All right guys, so I'm back now. It is a few hours later from when I placed the concealer on, and honestly, my makeup's looking a little crazy right now, but the concealer underneath my eyes looks just as good from when I put it on. Like I am so in love with this concealer right now. Like mind blown. Like $5 concealer for this amount of coverage is insane. I love it so much. So aside from the whole shade kind of deal we got going on and what I used, I honestly love it. I'm definitely gonna be picking up the shades that I thought I could have been. There's really nothing negative to say. I do have a little bit of settling in these areas, but that's normal for me. Like it happens all the time. So I'm not really stressing too much about the actual concealer. I love it. It is so good. I would say that it oxidizes, so just watch out for that. But yeah, I feel like I'm in between colors, so it's kind of hard for me to do this. So I hope it wasn't all over the place for you guys. You kind of understood, but from what I put on, I did make it work with the colors that I chose. So super happy about that. So yeah, obsessed. Again, if I wanted to make it more of a brightening concealer and not so much match my foundation, then I would just bump it down one shade. Can't really knock it because it's working really good for me. So I'm obsessed with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe found it a little bit helpful. Remember, everything is down below in the description box, so be sure to check there. And thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. I love you all, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.